Hi, welcome back to channel FIFA Mobile. Alright, in day one of the UCL, I managed to claim 12 players, but only 2 are sellable. Alright, so, and I do remember to claim all the 4 free packs, and of course going to share with you in this video how to clear that ridiculous skill game, which is in the semi-finals. So in terms of those matches, do not worry, they're really easy to play with. You can just saw the one that I've just finished is 17-1. Alright, so very quickly, let's move on to the semi-finals, which is the most hated skill game after all. Alright, so now let's go. Okay, gonna make this really slow. It's just take a look at the green lines and how I have used my fingers across the ball above the right side of the goalpost, and that's when you get a red indicator on the target on. So you can see here, if I do this, the red dots is on the wrong placing, you can redo it immediately. Alright, just make sure you swipe again and make sure your red dot is on that target. Okay, so likewise after that you're going to attack the 2 bottoms ones. Okay, let's see here again. I don't know why, sometimes it's a bit screwed up by the system. Just going to do a restrike again so that you have the red dot on the bottom right. So if not, if you just allow the system to go with just what I did in the first strike, I would have missed it already. Alright, so now again in terms of timing, you just make sure when the red dot is there, and of course the obstacle when it goes back towards the target, then you go ahead and strike it. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time for you. You can see when the yellow goes back, then I go ahead and strike the ball. Alright, so that's how you do it in terms of timing to avoid hitting the yellow obstacle. Alright, so then of course left with the 2, you're going to hit the ones in the top by having the green lines, swipe your fingers on touching the points. Okay, just now you see the points 4,000, that's where you should be aiming. Okay, so then the last one will be easy, just strike across the field. I think that's perfectly fine. Right, so that's the end of this sharing in terms of how to clear this ridiculous skill game. Very quickly, let's go into the UCL itself, the main. But before that, let's clear out whatever I could collect. And you see here there's a lot of quests to be completed, multiple requirements, 30 goals, 1 round of challenge mode. Challenge mode, that's what we have been through just now. Okay, so that's the challenge mode we're talking about. Just remember to claim whatever you could from the quest, get it done and over with, so you can claim the maximum rewards from this UCL itself. Okay, so this is a painful one, right? We'll come to that later on in terms of the versus attacked. That is the one that is derailing us, or probably cost me to spend about 1,000 gems just to get it redone and make sure you get it the trophy, because you need 3 trophies later on. Alright, so there are exchange. And I'm not going to go into that because that's ridiculous amount of players going to put in to get exchange. So apparently it's randomized based on luck. You're going to play the skill games or matches as allocated by the system. So it is not tough skill games. Just make sure you concentrate. You cannot fail this. If you fail this, there's no redo. All right. So just remember, you got to be focused on this. The not to share, probably you can close off the game and probably it's not counted. That could be one way. Right, so if you think that you're already failing, close the game. Alright, if you after watching a video, you can unlock one more, and here we go. Alright, so another skill game to go. It's not new, it's just any other skill game, but sometimes the system just refuses you to let you win. So this is just an opportunity to show you how ridiculous it is. Otherwise, it could go smooth sailing as usual. Just make sure if you fail this as well, close the game and redo it again, so that you wouldn't miss a chance of completing it. Okay, so you can see these are attractive prizes, but we come to that. 15. Wow, takes a long while. Alright, so just make sure finish your quest, collect your points, and then go back in and see there's a challenge mode at the bottom there. Just click on it. You get here, you need 3 of the players. Fret not, you'll get lots of players, get 12 a day, so there's no need to buy. Just make sure you play on and you get your players for free. Alright, so this is the painful one that about the VSA. I'm going to share with you my VSA. I've been using PSG. I find the win is easier. I'm not too sure about you, if you can share whether you get it from other teams or not. I've tried BVB, I've tried Real Madrid, even Liverpool. The win rate is lower. There are people who are sharing, saying that it may be easier if you have lower the team OVR of your own lineup before you go ahead and do this, but I'm not too sure how that works. This, if it works for you, that's great. So that's one way to do it. Reduce your lineup and then eventually before entering into this. So there could be a possibility of getting easier players in a way. Okay, so you can see VSA is a lot depending on luck. Of course, there are some skills involved. You got to time it correctly. Sometimes, like just do a roulette to avoid defenders, and score, and of course do some passing. That's all. The luck wise is to make sure if you are in, the opponents have not able to score well. So here luck is in. We managed to get this, although we are both VSG. Just choose score above. I think that's secured. Very quickly, then you will have the match itself, and of course the match is not tough, as I mentioned earlier. It's relatively easy. I'm gonna bore you with that. I'm gonna just show you the results. So you get a player out of it. That's what I meant. There's no need to buy players. All right. So then you go again into the VSA. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it's about luck, some skills involved as well. Alright, so quite lucky here, managed to get 2 score above, that secures the win, and of course now it's 3 score above, that definitely win at all, okay? So again, that gives you some UCL score, and with that you're going to move on to play the matches, and after the matches you're going to keep on going until the finals itself, okay? So just make sure you have get all the quests that you can do. You have lots of things to do for sure. Some like 30 goals, 30 tackles, that's for the hero's journey. So just claim as much as possible. All this will help in terms of the reward path itself, and this is what I'm talking about. You can see lots of rewards collected already, and of course some players involved. That gives you 3 players you can put in your lineup, and that allows you to play the challenge mode itself, okay? So very quickly I'm going to the match itself, and I'm definitely not going to share you the full match, just the end results itself, okay? After that you get 13-0 for this. That's relatively easy as well. Then again the dreadful VSA proceeds as per normal. This is really tough. I mean, as you progress further, I just find that VSA is relatively difficult compared to the ones that we have earlier. I don't know why, but apparently that's the case. I've been losing quite a fair bit, like I mentioned earlier. I need to spend 2 packs, basically 500 gems per pack, so I'm going to spend 2 of those purchase in order to go ahead to win that trophy. So you can see here we are behind already, and yet EA is still blocking us from scoring. It is really sometimes frustrating. EA is a very manipulative developer. All the matches, even though it's versus players, they have purposely rigged it so that you will lose. So this is not fun at all, and very unfair. It's a matter of what they put it in that moment, whether they want you to win or lose, and predetermine the winners and losers. Unless, of course, you perpetually try not to score, then that will screw up their plans. But otherwise, that's how it works out. You have tried your best, you still lose, right? So that's the case itself, and then of course you got 10 chances in a way, but like I said, you keep on losing for 10 times, and that's it. Then you're gonna spend real so-called gems to go ahead to buy chances. Alright, so once you're done again, of course that's an easy match, 16-1. You can see how easy it is. It is sometimes a way just to make you spend gems by putting the VSA. Otherwise, actually, if they put all the way those matches. It's so easy. Actually, it's not challenging at all. I would prefer if they put in better rewards and they make the challenge tougher in terms of matches. I think that'd be more fun compared to putting the VSA. Is sometimes it's rigged totally. So like I mentioned earlier in the there's start of this video, I said there's packs. These are the packs you go through to get free. Just click on it to get free stuff here. Alright, so there's another one here, UCL free pack. Just go through emotion for a recommended path or a UCL path, then just go through and make sure you find all the free stuff, collect it all the way. Just don't fall for the trick of buying using real money. Just make sure that. Alright, so training transfers likewise is open up again. Just make sure you go and get that out as well. So do claim all the rewards. As I said, you just affect this. You give you better rewards in the pass itself. Of course, I'm not talking about the birth one that you purchase. That's for people who actually pay to win. We are free to play, so we need not go into that. Alright, so once you have completed that challenge for the day, there's a limit. You can only do once a day. Then of course you claim more from a reward path. Eventually you will claim finish, then you claim a token. For this you need 9 rounds. So that's really ridiculous. 9 rounds or 9 circles completion. So the milestone is using 1 token, basically 1 round you can claim this. And I'm not going to do this exchange for now. I'll see it later on. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Good luck. Goodbye.